Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Norbert Bakuri, your global family nutritionist. Today, I want to talk to you about genetically modified foods. Genetically modified foods or GMO foods are food that are having one life cycle. That is, when you plant them this year and they produce, you cannot use them or you cannot plant them the next cycle or the next year. The cycle ends. And so those foods are very dangerous to our health and we need to be very, very careful. They are not so healthy or so helpful to our health as individuals. And we need to check or we need to be able to be sure that we are eating organic foods, organic foods. And some of these GMO or genetically modified foods are being processed into processed products that are sold in the market. And so we need to be very cautious to avoid eating processed foods as much as possible and eat organically produced foods. My encounter with one big poultry farmer indicates that even the layers are genetically modified. That is why when their season is up for them to lay the eggs, they will lay the eggs continuously until the cycle is over. And when the cycle is over, unless you sell them off or you kill them, they will not be, even if you are feeding them, they will not be able to produce anything again. And so that is why they are able to do that. And also some of the broilers, some of the broilers are there. When you are feeding them, they just lie at one point and they are eating. And within 2 to 3 months, they are matured and they will slaughter them, prepare them, package them, and send them into the market. So we need to be careful where we are buying our food or where we are getting some of our processed or packaged food from and the source of the food that you are consuming. The same thing applies to some of the products that are genetically modified, like wheat. Wheat, because now the demand of bread is very, very high. Not only bread, biscuits, pastries, bakeries, and many other things that the bread flour is used for. Because of the high demand, they have to modify the wheat in order to make sure that the wheat produce more within the shortest possible time for them to meet the market. And we need to be very careful when we are choosing our food. Some include corn. Some corns are genetically modified. Even tomatoes are modified, some rice, grapes. There are some grapes that are seedless. If they don't have seed, it means they are genetically modified. So we need to be able to be careful. Some oranges, same. And because of the demand in the market, that is what is bringing this. My encounter with one crop scientist, was it an agronomist, he said because of the population, that the population is growing rapidly and they need to feed the population or the people need to get food to eat. That is why they are accepting genetically modified food, or that is why the genetic crops and animals are genetically modified in order to produce food within a rapid space to be able to feed the population. And so in order to be able to protect yourself from this, you need to know the source of your food, where you are getting it from. And one way you can also do that is to have a small garden where you grow small vegetables or a number of vegetables in there. Have a small farm and also have a small animal farm where you are growing chicken, turkey, guinea fowl, and pig, goats, or other things. When you are doing this, at least at any point in time that food is put on your table, you know exactly where it is coming from so that to prevent you from getting yourself consuming some of these genetically modified food that are bringing a lot of health challenges. That is why we have a lot of rise in cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and many other chronic diseases. They are the major cause of this. So we need to be very, very careful. Thank you. Share with others and follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Please comment if you have any to comment or any question to ask, you can do so. God bless you.